All right, so it's 2025, it's a new year. Everybody's talking about New Year resolutions. Now, what we want to talk about today is plans. What are your plans are for yourself? What are your plans are for your children? There are three things that every parent needs to do for the child in 2025. The question is, what does that look like? First thing is, a question. Do you know who your children's friends are? Not hearing any answers. Chances are you probably see one or two of them when they were in primary school. But if it is that they're in high school, chances are you don't know who and where they are. You don't know heads or tail who Mark or Jennifer or Jonathan is. This year, you need to know who your children's closest friends are. Not only that, but you need to ensure that you know who their parents are. Let me tell you why. Now, Jennifer may be telling you, Mommy, Daddy, I'm going by Susan. That might be telling their parents, Mommy, Daddy are going by Jennifer. And we don't have a clue where they're off to. To ensure that those things don't happen, you need to be able to have a conversation with the parents of your children's friends. And one of the ways to get to know them is by next time you're dropping them by the mall, arrange to meet the parents by the food court and sit and chat. Or just have a line by you and invite the entire family. This ensures that both parents are on the same wavelength and reduces the probability of having any issues with misunderstandings or unapproved outings. Additionally, some of the best and longest relationships include parents of children or friends include when both parents are on the same wavelength and both parents know each other, because then you can better facilitate healthy relationships. The next one is study time structure. CXC resit is no. And one of the things that happens is some person take resit because they didn't get the subjects in the first place. So let's talk about getting the subjects. Having your children have a study timetable is extremely important. Now, we think it's important during CSEC, or rather, we think it's important during Common Entrance or PEC or GSAT or C, depending on the island that you're in. And we're serious about it. But when they reach high school, they'll get it done. Children need structure at any age. So you need to create a study timetable for them. Now, one of the things we do in our mentorship program, shameless plug, is that we check their, not just the diet, not just where you want them to be, but exactly where they are now. What are the strengths are? You just got their results from last term. How can you put a study timetable together to ensure that you have them focus on the ones that they need to strengthen most and still ensure that all of the subjects are studied for? Another thing on that note is you want to make sure that with the same structure, they do chores, and they do chores in a way that allows them to get benefits or things that they like to do after they've done the chores. Simply having a study timetable is excellent because it shows you where and when you need to study, but also having a schedule of the things that need to be done in each day or across the week ensures that it reduces the probability of you pulling out your hair and telling them go wash the wares, making sure they clean up the dog mess, making sure they go wash the vehicle, all these things. So having them have structure, a tick off list that they can go through and say, okay, I can't go by the mall until these 3 things or these 4 things have been done on a Saturday, simplifies life. And on that note, again, here is some information on our new mentorship program that we have available. The next thing is you need to be familiar with AI. Let me be asking, I'll keep talking about AI. All right, here's the deal. How many persons are aware of the fact that on Facebook Marketplace, a number of adults get robbed because they are drawn into scenarios where, hey, come on buy this pair of shoes, or come on buy this vehicle. If adults are easily manipulated, how much more children? It is possible for me to be looking at you and speaking to you and you think I am someone who I am not. So you want to make sure that the AI, that you're aware of AI and what softwares are out there, because your children are also interacting with those software. And there are some individuals who will act like they're a young lady or act like they're a young man who they're not. Make a child send pictures that they shouldn't be sending in the first place, and then use those pictures to blackmail your child into coming by them, and then the child poof disappears, and that's a whole different story altogether. Or even have your child bring other children, some other friends who you still don't know, into that arrangement, and it becomes a whole massive confusion and unfortunate occurrences. The next thing is, some of your children have admitted that they currently use AI like ChatGPT to answer to do their assignments, to do their SBAs, to even attempt to cheat in their exams. You want to make sure that you have them appreciate the dangers of this, and let them know that when they play with CX is a totally different story altogether. It's not something that they want on the record. So it is ensuring that everyone is on the same page. Additionally, there are times when you yourself may be a victim of AI, and we don't want that. So make sure that you know who the friends are and the parents of the friends. I would say in 3 weeks, you need to ensure that you at least have met one of the closest friends' parents. Again, some homework. The next thing is they need structure in the study timetable, and they need to have a number of things on a list that say, all right, before you can go to the mall, before you can play the game, these are the things that you need to get done. And make sure that you are consistent. Don't make them hold your hand and look in your eyes and smile and say, mommy, daddy, and then you change your mind. Additionally, you need to be familiar with different AIs out there, because we want to make sure that not only are you aware of what the dangers are, but your children are aware, and your children are aware of the dangers of using this technology in a reckless manner. Now, of course, there are more things that are out there. If it is that you want to get more, let me know and tell me what are the 3 things or anything that you will be doing for your child as well for this year in the comments. As always, stay safe.